Santa Anita and thoroughbred owners make deal that could reopen track Friday. Los Angeles Santa Anita and the thoroughbred owners of California reached an agreement Saturday that could pave the way for the track to open as soon as Friday. Santa Anita, while both sides have agreed to changes on medication rules, there is still the issue of getting the deal approved by the California Horse Racing Board. There is a CHR. The earliest a special meeting could be held would be March 28, according to Rick Baedeker, executive director of the CHRB. Baedeker said that whatever. Initially, all race day LASIX was to be prohibited under a proposal by the Stronach Group, which owns and operates Santa Anita. But the compromise, race day LASIX far. There also will be changes in claiming races at Santa Anita. It will eliminate. Another change agreed upon by the trainers is that butazolidine, used commonly to reduce pain and inflammation, can now only be given 48 hours before a race instead of 24 hours. Many of California's medication rules exceed those internationally. However, all are. On the call with TOC members, Aviola said that there were 140 horses ready to leave California this weekend if racing did not soon resume in Southern California. One rule that possibly could be in effect Friday is not allowing jockeys the use of the whip unless for safety reasons. Currently a jockey. At Thursday's CHRB meeting there is an agenda item about Santa Anita's stoppage of racing and the equine fatalities, but it's unknown if new items can be bundled into that discussion. Visit the Los Angeles Times at
Raindrop, drop top smoking, no cooking the hot pot. Fucking on your bitch, yeah, that. Looking up, open the park.